Hello, everybody. Well, I decided to get out of the wind. We had some rain, and I wanted to make sure this time everybody could hear me. I left the front of the courthouse and decided to go and get in a vehicle here to make sure that everybody could hear me. I get my 2 cents in. Probably the most important thing that I heard today as a court observer was the prosecution in response to the defense and calling their witnesses. The prosecution stated that these witnesses, and I'm going to try and get as close as possible, these witnesses are currently unindicted co-conspirators and in an ongoing investigation. Think about that. The defense attorney responded, one of the defense attorneys, that would be, whose defense attorney would that be? Let me think here a second. Can't even think. Anyhow, that's not important. He responded that is basically witness tampering, and are we going to have to get a court-appointed attorney for every one of our witnesses? And if that's the case, this needs to be dismissed, and rightly so. This is beyond the pale. It is so bad. Right there in court, the prosecution stated that these witnesses for the defense are unindicted co-conspirators and subjected to arrest and prosecution in the future. You know, this court is as far away from the Constitution as you can get. This judge, and I think it's all federal judges, I've kind of decided because I've seen it all the way from Oregon to the state of Nevada. These judges have gutted the Constitution. At the very least, they've blown huge holes in the Constitution of the United States. People, the Constitution does not exist in the federal courts. I'm telling you, that's where we are at this time. Earlier, I made the statement in response to conspiracy that had there been a federal court existing in 1776, our patriots would have all been indicted for conspiracy against King George and the Redcoats. This judge in his court is making it impossible for the defense. They're making it impossible for our defendants to really have an opportunity to defend themselves. That's how bad it is. I never thought I'd see to live the day. And you know, we got all kinds of people that are showing up now. I think we'd have there wasn't any seats left. So we probably got around 50 people. And to a person, when we talked to them afterwards, they said, I had to see it with my own 2 eyes. And to a person, they said, I never would have believed, what I just saw. It is that bad. It is beyond the pale. The prosecution, this will really get you. Well, first of all, let me back up what the judge said. The judge said that if a law enforcement agent, and they're referring to state, city, or government, in the performance of their duty sees you with a firearm, you have committed assault. That's what she said. That's all it takes to commit assault, is for a law officer to see you with a firearm in the performance of his duties. And then a prosecution said, you have no right to defend yourself. If you're going to get shot by a federal agent, you got to allow yourself to be shot. Well, am I in an alternative universe or something? What the hell? So, what does allow yourself to get shot? That's what he said. The BLM should have been, this is basically what he said, the BLM should have been allowed to shoot those people, and then you come after the BLM in the courts. Oh, yeah, that really works, don't it? No, you got a bunch of dead people, and you know, their family going to file charges against the BLM in federal court and expect to win? No, you're not going to win nothing. Man, they covered these people left and right. Now, we got out early. I'm going to tell you why we got out early. They've whittled down all the witnesses. The defense has, at this time, a total of 4 witnesses and only had 1 ready for today. How do you win a case when they keep cutting witnesses free from you? They will not allow the people to testify that the defense determined were essential to the case. How do you win a case like that? You can't. And then they threaten the other defendants as unindicted co-conspirators. One of the witnesses who will be testifying tomorrow, he got up there, they got him a court-appointed attorney, and I swear to God, this judge did everything she could to talk him out of testifying, but to his credit, he said, no, let it proceed. That's what he said, let it proceed. About a half a dozen times, stating you don't have to testify, sir, you can with the amendment, okay? This is exactly what they did to me up in Oregon. They threatened me as a co-conspirator, an unindicted co-conspirator. They had the indictment ready if I testified. They had it ready. And it wasn't just perjury, I've come to find out, because of Blaine Cooper, and I got to give him credit for this. It wasn't just about perjury, but it was also about conspiracy. Thank you, Blaine. I have a hard time there in prison, and I do feel for you. Maybe they got you on drugs, maybe they beat the hell out of you, I don't know. So I'm not going to be too hard on you, you know? It's getting hot in here. I got to turn this AC up a little bit or my phone will actually die on me. Put it in front of the air conditioner real quick. It's so hot I can hardly hold it. We're back in Las Vegas, by the way, and we had a pretty warm day today. So the good news, which isn't a whole lot of it at this point in time, the good news is we packed the court. There are people that are showing up. There wasn't any seats left in the court. It's not near as big as the court in Oregon, though. I think if we continue to get people out, they will have to make other seats for us that they're not allowing to sit at the time. We need more people out front. I would say we maybe have 20 people out front. I would like to see thousands of people out front, and I think that's going to actually happen, because what's happening here, as I said before, the Constitution has been, if it hasn't been complete gutted, they blew huge holes on it. The judge got up there and said she will not allow any political beliefs, which means Constitution of the United States. She will not allow any religious beliefs to be brought into this court. Well, you know, our Constitution came from our Judeo-Christian background, okay? So she's not going to allow that. This judge, I mean, okay, I think it was Deb Jordan told me, no, it wasn't Deb Jordan, it was Davy's wife. Davy Bundy's wife told me that she would kiss the feet of Anna J. Brown compared to I mean, she's locked in, absolutely impossible for the fans to defend themselves. Okay, now, I know John and Andrea are going to be going live here pretty quick. I'm going to end here really quick. I want to get back to them and maybe get involved with that live stream also. God bless everybody. Please, if you can come out, look, we need people. We really need people. We need court observers. We need protesters. And really, I don't know what to say. If we lose this, because there's going to be such a precedent set, the precedent will be this. No law enforcement officer will you be able to stop from going in your house, taking anything they want from you. I mean, it's pretty close to that now, right? Correct? They will be able to do carte blanche, anything they want, from what I heard today. And you can't do anything. You can't even stop them. You can't even defend yourself from getting shot. That's what was said in this court. You can't even defend yourself from getting shot from a rogue officer who is violating the Constitution of the United States. And I'm going to say this, any officer, regardless of what capacity, if he violates the Constitution of the United States, at that time, at that very time, he becomes an armed and dangerous felon. And you have every right to protect yourself. Every right. And this judge and this prosecution just completely said the opposite today. You got to give them everything they want. If you want to win it, you got to go to court. And if you go to the federal court, I guarantee you're going to lose. You have no chance. God bless everybody. I'm going to hit back out there. Bye-bye.